Good morning. I am Don Peace, President of the United School Employees of Pasco. After much thought and several formal and informal conversations with both senior district staff and employees, it has been determined that this president and this organization cannot and will not support the concept of rewarding all employees by negatively impacting the time and workload of a significant portion of the bargaining unit. This organization, as the bargaining agent for all employees of this district, represents every employee and must consider the pros and cons of each when deciding on working conditions and salary adjustments. This president stated emphatically that no consideration would be given to any plan that eliminates any teacher's planning time. It has never been advocated by this organization to selectively divide the workforce into segmented populations, which advancing either of the alternative schedules would effectively do. It is not our desire to pit classroom versus non-classroom teachers, secondary against elementary teachers, or teachers against SRP. It is and has been our goal to bring about a response that is fair and equitable to every employee when bargaining salary and workload. USEP and this president has taken a lot of grief for not coming out against all of these plans initially, but as the bargaining agent, take very seriously the potential availability of some $15 million to put towards employee salaries. We have had numerous conversations with employees across the spectrum to see if any schedule would be feasible. We have explored every option discussed and had conversations and emails with senior district staff to see if preliminary concerns could and would be addressed should some sort of agreement be reached. One of the major concerns shared with us is the creep that is already setting into school schedules. District staff was unwilling to commit to the elimination of all skinny, homeroom, recovery, or remediation periods when asked by USEP. In many or most of our secondary schools, these periods have been added to the student contact time and adding to the length of the student day. Many schools are adding extra duties to what the teacher is being asked to do during these periods. In most high schools and many of the middle schools, class rosters are now pushing upwards towards 160 to 175 students, well above what the law intended as best practices in those classrooms. Many teachers commented on the impossible task it would be to add 30 to 35 more students to the load they already have. This would also lend to teachers adding more outside the contract time to their day to complete tasks such as testing, grading, and planning for reteaching. An overwhelming majority of individuals surveyed by USEP elected to keep working conditions status quo while understanding that by doing so would render salary adjustments of 8 to 12% unavailable. An equally resounding number voiced opposition over either of the two proposed alternative plans as discussed. It is for these reasons, as well as several additional concerns, that USEP, as the bargaining agent for all employees of this district, will not support the superintendent's original proposal of 6 of 6, nor will we support either of the alternative schedules as proposed. Let me clarify a misstatement from a recent newspaper article. USEP is not refusing to come to the table. We are not the ones promoting this schedule change, and the district negotiating team has not brought forth any sort of proposal to even have a discussion on. The proper protocol would be for the district team to bring a proposal to the table. However, it is the district who has put negotiations on hold, not us. We definitely are not standing in the way. We have done our due diligence, spoken to numerous employees, and are ready to make this decision. Our governor has gone on record as saying he wants to do more for teachers. So why don't we initiate hard conversations with our local legislators to get the categorical strings removed from the best and brightest bogus plan and utilize the $7 to $9 million this would make available for improving all employee salaries. Also, I have advocated for over a year for a ballot initiative, a referendum. We are at a time and place where we need to think seriously about doing something that positively impacts all of our employees. Adding the funding from such a project would complement the monies from the FEFP, which the governor says he is looking to improve. Instead of running down a segment of our employees to seek savings to pass on to all, shouldn't we be touting that Pasco County was able to find creative ways to positively impact salaries for all employees while remaining one of the few counties still teaching only 5 periods a day? That sounds like a plus to me,